Hello, everyone. I am here today to talk about what has been happening the past 2, 3 weeks for me, and to tell you guys some lessons that I learned that I feel like I could tell you guys. So, the last 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't even been keeping track, but I was put into a state where I was so unmotivated to do anything. Um, I was pushed into being into so much stillness that eventually I was kind of going like, not crazy. Crazy is not the right word, but that's what it felt like. Um, but I was in my head so much those past 2 to 3 weeks that eventually I had gotten around to doing shadow work because I felt like if I'm being pushed into so much stillness and to feel all these emotions and feel like I'm going crazy, I might as well make something productive out of it. So that's what I thought I was doing, but I'm here to tell you guys that use your discernment with this, what I'm about to say, but I think that too much shadow work is completely destroying people. And here's what I mean. I wrote all this down. Tiredness was very, very real in my life, and it still is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I still feel very funky, but there was so much things that I thought I had to fix about myself while I was in that extremely long period of rest, and I'm just now getting out of it. But there was so much I thought I had to change about myself to get out of this rest, and it was kind of beating the entire point of it, which was to teach me that whenever I do have this period of stillness, I need to really feel the stillness and be with myself presently instead of going back to, you know, what past things have happened to me and how to change those things. And I had realized there's nothing you could really change about the past and the way that things happened for you or to you. So I kind of got myself stuck in this shadow work vortex where I was becoming increasingly more resentful of the things that I feel have happened to me and did happen to me. And it kind of just, the purpose of it, I'm assuming, I don't know all the answers, and that's completely okay with me. That's another thing, but we could talk about that another time. What I had realized through doing so much shadow work was that I was burning myself out so bad while also being unmotivated and all these other things. So it was just extremely, it was crazy, like something I had never experienced before. It was just this insane burnout that, like, the only thing I really could do was paint. Like, I really did not feel like doing anything else. And this shadow work vortex, this period of my life, this season of my life where I was so resentful, so upset about what had already happened. It's okay to feel those things. I just want to say that as well, but I also want to explain how the shadow work vortex has taught me that I'm constantly stuck in this loop or like this cycle that I'm always asking myself, what should I do? What should I do? And it kind of made me realize, like, I preach so much about being my authentic self and for others to be their authentic selves. And it kind of made me realize, like, I'm not really practicing what I preach, you know? So I feel like this rest was to really, really teach me about divine simplicity, just not wondering what are all the ways I can fix myself, because then I'm forcing myself to believe that the universe will give me what I want after I fix these things about myself, and that's not true. Being your authentic self means to lead with the presentness, you know, being here where you are truly and not somewhere in the past or somewhere in the future. Shadow work really brings us back to our past, and then worrying about what happens in the future obviously brings us to somewhere where we're not, which is here. And this has just really, really taught me to make life simple again, have fun again, you know? When I was so much in my mind and trying to figure things out, I was also in the process of learning that I'm stuck in this almost like a limiting belief that I need to fix everything about myself in order for me to have the life that I want. And it's just not true, you know? And breaking that kind of illusion was kind of like, wow, I can do whatever I want and not have to fix all these bad things or all these experiences I had had before to have a good life, to have and do all the things I want to do. So being your authentic self is to truly just embrace our emotions and feel them and let them flow out and through us, in and through us and then out, you know? So I feel like whenever I have these sort of almost like dark nights of the soul, like that's really what it felt like for me. Just the in between. And I was really being taught to like get out of my mind and get into my body, because that was also another thing that's been helping me kind of get out of this funk, like realizing that there are certain beliefs where I feel like I need to fix everything in order to live freely, you know? But that's not true. It's not. And it is a very hard realization to actually have, and also apply, you know, implement into your life. So that's what I'm in the process of right now. But getting out of my mind and into my body is kind of what pushed me to make this video today, because I wasn't planning on making a video today, but having these messages come through felt like such an important thing to say to you guys, especially after me not recording for so long, which is, I'm learning is okay, even if other people say it's not, you know? At the end of the day, the right people will stay around, you know? So if you're still around, thank you. My gratitude is endless. But when we're feeding our minds, we are ignoring our bodies. So when people say, or when I say, get out of your mind and into your body, it means like go out for a walk, go be present, you know? Because when we're in our minds, we're not present. And that's just as simple as it is. So when we're feeding our minds and ignoring our body, we can't have the life we want, because our physical body is what creates our realities, our experiences. So it's like when you're in your mind, you're kind of just floating around all the time. There's not really anything to experience because you're not here. And what I've been doing to get into my body is doing somatics at nighttime and sometimes in the morning, not so much in the morning because I like to do whatever I feel like doing in the morning. I don't really have a routine. I probably should get one. But doing somatics at nighttime has helped me going to sleep earlier. I have not been going to sleep at all these entire 2 to 3 weeks. I've been going to sleep at like 6 or 5 in the morning every day and then sleeping until like 3 or 2 or 1 p.m. and it's just so terrible for any rhythm I have in my body, any cycle, any routine I did have. But I am now realizing that that definitely had a huge purpose and kind of had to recalibrate my entire body. So tonight I'm planning on going to sleep actually early, which would be like 10 or 11 maybe. That's early to me. I don't know about you guys. But yeah, there's definitely things that I do need to fix in my life, which would be to help my body, of course. And I guess the root of all this is to just really focus on being present, because right now there is no problems. Right now there is no issues until we think about what happened before us or what might happen in a few months or years or even minutes, hours, whatever. When we're not in the present, there truly is no problems, you know, because say, for example, you're in a fight with someone, your brain is trying to figure out what is going to happen in the time forward instead of what's actually happening and listening to the person, understanding their expressions, you know? So yeah, I feel like I'm just a woman of few words, really. I'm just trying to get my points across and to the right people. So, I guess my final message is to just tap into your divine simplicity again, you know? Look at your life and see what ways can I have fun? What ways can I play? What can I do that is, what's the word? What things can I do that give me enjoyment? Enjoyment? Happiness? What things can I do that make me feel content, make me feel calm, make me feel peaceful, make me feel present? What things can I do that make me present? Anywhere you can be anywhere. But the most important place is to be present. And that is just a huge thing. Ooh, I almost dropped it. That is a huge thing that I am learning right now. So, coming back to the present, getting out of your mind and into your body. What things can you do to make you feel sensations in your body? Breathing, you can do somatics, you can do yoga, you can walk, you can run, you can sprint if you want, okay? Like, what, you can go outside and feel the sun hitting your skin. Things that give you sensations that you can feel in the exact moment you're feeling them, that is presence, okay? So do things that make you feel present. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug. You can feel it, you know? This is presentness. speaking is present, you know? Being focused on what's really happening right now is present, is being in your own essence authentically, because you are here, you are now, okay? I feel like this is a great message and a good way to kind of come back to YouTube. So let me know if any of this resonated, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, evening, or night. And comment down below if you guys have anything that you want me to talk about. I'd be more than happy to. I'm learning that my voice does have a lot of truth, and I shouldn't doubt myself as much as I do. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.